Yes boys, welcome back to another video. Today in this video we're going to be going through all of the Premier League teams this season and picking out their best performer, the player who's played the best this season. So yeah, I've got my opinions. Obviously leave your opinions in the comments and let me know who you'd pick. And yeah, we'll get into the first one now. So with Arsenal, you don't really know who to go with. I mean, like, they're ninth in the Premier League table. No one's really stood out for him this season, I'm not going to lie. But there's one player who I could say has done okay, and that's Lacazette. And nah, it's not Saka. I don't think he's ready for that yet. I don't think he's been as good as everyone's saying he is, to be honest. But nah, Lacazette, he played 30 games, 13 goals, 2 assists, and was captain for most of the season because Aubameyang didn't turn up this season at all. And I predicted him to win the Golden Boot, and we'll see if my predictions to that soon on a later date. Even though he's been injured for most of the end of the season, it's got to be Jack Grealish. 22 matches, 6 goals, 10 assists. It's always going to be him over anyone else. Now for Brighton, I've gone with Bissouma because 33 matches, he's only scored 1 goal, but he's made 60 tackles, 57 interceptions. He's been a rock in that midfield, and it's been one of the only good things that Brighton have been able to do, seeing that their attack has been so shit, and they currently sit in 17th at the moment, so he's helped them survive, and he could get a big move in the summer. Again, for Burnley, there's only one person I can pick, Nick Pope. He's been injured for most of the end of the season, but he's still been good. 32 matches and 11 clean sheets, and he's also broken into the England squad, so I've got to pick Nick Pope. And with Chelsea, it's going to be Mason Mount 100%. I mean, scorer of important goals. He scored in that semi-finals to get him into the Champions League. He's played 34 matches in the Premier League, 6 goals, 5 assists, 87 chances created, and with 1,400 over that passes in the whole season, which is brilliant, with an 87% conversion rate on his passes as well. Yeah, same for Crystal Palace really, man. They've been bad this season, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest, they haven't done that much. And no, I'm not putting Christian Benteke as the best player this season. He's not been that good at all. He's been dead. But now I'm going to go for Wilfried Zaha. He's played 27 games, 10 goals, 2 assists. It's still not that much good stats, to be honest. 27 chances created. So I don't know, but Crystal Palace have been so bad this season. They've been not fighting relegation most of the year. They're 13th in the league with 3 games left, and I don't really think they're moving. So yeah, I reckon Zaha's going to move this season. I don't know, maybe someone like Dortmund or something if Sancho leaves, but yeah, man, Crystal Palace. With Everton, there's a lot of players I could have picked, to be honest. I could have picked James Rodriguez. I could have picked Digne, who got 7 assists this season, which is quite good. But I'm going to go for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, man. He's been brilliant this season. Like, he's really exceeded the expectations for what people thought he was going to do. 29 matches, 16 goals, and that's with 39 shots on target. So most of the shots on target he scores. So I'm going to get Calvert-Lewin as top player. Right, so for Fulham, I'm going to go with Areola because, again, they got relegated. They done nothing this season, to be honest. But Areola was one of the only people who looked okay. 34 matches, 9 clean sheets, 108 saves. I mean, they only conceded 47 goals and they got relegated, so that's not bad at all, considering West Brom and Sheffield United both conceded over 60, and they were the other 2 teams in a relegation zone. So I don't know, Areola, I think he's a PSG on loan, so I reckon I'll be happy with that from him. Fair play to Leeds this season, who have exceeded expectations massively, man. They're 10th at the moment with literally 3 games left of the season. I could have picked Bamford, he's played brilliant. I could have picked Dallas, who's played good, but I've got to go with Brazilian Rafinha. He's been amazing this season. Every time I watch him, he's been so sick, the way he can dribble past players. 27 matches, 6 goals, 7 assists. 3 of those goals coming from outside the box. 64 chances created with 50 successful dribbles. This Brazilian, every time I watch him, I know what everyone's thinking about me not picking Iheanacho, but I mean, he done good at the end of the season. I know he's been banging them in for Leicester, and Vardy's not been the best this season, to be honest. I can only give it to one player, and that's Ndidi. He's been amazing this season. 3 assists, 1 goal. I know it don't really matter. He's made 55 tackles, 47 clearances and 58 interceptions. He's one of the main reasons Leicester are 3rd in the league as they are at the moment. So yeah, fair play indeed, man. He's been brilliant this season. What has been going on with Liverpool this season, man? They've been so terrible. I mean, most of the games, they beat Man United yesterday. I mean, I'm not salty about that at all. I promise. 4-2. Dead performance from Man United. But now there's only one player from Liverpool who's banging them in this season, and that's Mo Salah. Again, the same as always. He's always one of them players that will just score goals whenever you want him to. Just pops up with so many goals. 33 games, 20 goals and 4 assists for Mo Salah. 51 chances created. And yeah, man, he's always performs well in the Premier League. It's just like, even how bad Liverpool are, he's still doing it. Now we move on to the champions, Man City. I mean, every single player who's played for them should be player of the season. They've been brilliant this season. Most people would be going for Ruben Diaz, and I'm not going to lie, he was definitely close second, 100%. But I mean, it's got to be De Bruyne. I mean, he didn't even play most of the games. 24 matches, 5 goals, 11 assists, 84 chances created, nearly 1,000 accurate passes. I mean, this guy is mad. He's definitely the best player in the Premier League. And I don't know, hopefully he can perform in the Champions League final, but I really don't want him to be fair, with Man United, it's a bit obvious who I'm going to go for, Bruno Fernandez. I mean, I could have gone with Cavani or Luke Shaw, because they've both been really good this season, but Cavani's not played every game. Bruno, we know how Bruno works. Brilliant player. Absolutely destroys it. It's 35 games, 17 goals, 11 assists, with 103 created chances and 92 key passes. I mean, where would we be without this man? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, with McTominay and Fred in the middle. I mean, Bruno's not a defensive guy. I know he comes back and defends, but like, seriously, where would we be if he weren't in the club? Like, let's be honest. Newcastle again haven't really done a lot this season compared to most seasons. I mean, 16th again, they don't really go any higher than relegation's battles today. But I mean, at least they've been able to see Callum Wilson scoring 12 goals on his debut season. I mean, not too bad, with 5 assists as well. He's got the most assists and the most goals for Newcastle. Definitely one of the best signings of the season, and he's probably kept them up. I mean, without them goals, I mean, I could really have seen them falling behind someone like Fulham or West Brom, if I'm honest. Sheffield United, you don't get to be vexed that I've literally given you no best player this season. I mean, you haven't even got 20 points this season. I mean, maybe someone like McGoldrick, who scored 7 goals this season, but apart from that, you have been dead. So dead. And like, I don't know, hopefully you can get yourself back on track in the Championship, but I mean, really, like, 17 points. Do you know how long it took them to win their first game? It was like close to December, I think. It's mad, but yeah, Sheffield United rock bottom of the table. Does anyone think Southampton have had a really weird season? I mean, they're sitting in 14th at the moment. They've lost the most games out of any other club who's not in the relegation zone. I mean, it's been a bit of a weird season for them, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. But they've had one key man, 100%, James Ward-Prowse. I think he's an amazing player, I'm not going to lie. 8 goals, 6 assists, 59 chances created, 1,946 passes. He's mad, and he's broken to the England squad, so Gareth Southgate has obviously thought a lot of him as well. I got a feeling he's going to be Southampton through and through, but I could see him moving to a bigger club. Right, boys, Tottenham are officially a joke club. I mean, they're literally sitting 7th in the league right now. I mean, it's so bad, I'm not going to lie. They've had one player who stood out, and that's Harry Kane, 100%. And to be fair, I'd say he's probably been the best player of the season, in my opinion. 32 games, 21 goals, 13 assists. He's top assister and the top goal scorer in the Premier League. I mean, what's happening with this guy? Is he moving? Man City? Abroad? I can't see him staying at Tottenham. If he does, then fair play to the guy. But I mean, he could fit in any team in the world. He could be their striker. I really thought Sam Allardyce was going to keep him up, but nah, they finished 19th. Their best player has been Pereira, and he's the only player I think who's done something. 31 games, 10 goals, 5 assists. What has happened to West Ham this season? I mean, they've been so good. I mean, if they were taking steroids or something, they're currently 6th in the league. Who would have thought that at the end of the season? I predicted them to be lower half of the table, and you'll see my predictions coming out in the next couple of weeks. But Soyshek is 100% their player of the season. I could have picked Lingard, I could have picked anyone else. 35 games, 9 goals, 1 assist, 94 clearances, which is amazing. 1,105 passes. I mean, this guy is amazing for West Ham, and he's really helped them this season. And finally, Paolo Neto is going to be my best player for Wolves. What has gone on with Wolves? We talk about West Ham. What has gone on with Wolves? I mean, they're in the lower half of the table. I mean, they've been playing so bad recently. They're 12th in the table. Jimenez obviously had that head injury, which is unlucky for them. But Neto's 31 matches, 5 goals, 6 assists, but he's currently been injured for most of the end of the season. So, big blow to Wolves. They're obviously going to survive, but they're only going to get mid-table. So, it's like West Ham and Wolves have swapped this season, which is quite mad. Right, boys, that's the end of the video. Let me know in the comments if you'd have changed any of these. These are just my opinions. Obviously, let me know what you lot would have picked. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're posting most times in the week. I've also got an Instagram account where we post daily football. That's in the description. All of that. And yeah, man, safe.